What's going on, guys? My name is Mitch Rubs, and today we're doing Flex Amp South. So this is going to be in combination with Imp Amp, and we'll do it without Imp Amp at some other point, but that actually makes a difference whether you have Imp Amp or not for your Flex Amplifier. So this is going to be Flex Amp South with Imp Amp attachment. So if you guys like this video, leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to my channel. I also just created a TikTok where I post my weapon reviews and also a bunch of other random little videos, so consider joining. I mean, honestly, don't know how TikTok works, but we're gonna find out together. Alright, if you guys haven't already, join my Discord as well. So this is Flex Amplifier, and with Imp Amplifier, it's gonna take my tunnel amps waves. So it's gonna be wave 4, 9, 14, 19, 24, and 29, and it'll have hotspots, and it'll have what are those called? Mist pods on the same, or not on the same wave, but just that hit it. On wave 9 it'll be hotspots, and wave 29 it'll be mist pods. Hotspots are gonna take everything out in like basically a 3x3 radius, and mist pods are gonna spawn mini bosses that track you, but it's really not that bad. We're just gonna have some simple damage tunnels with a hell of a lot of block off. And the only thing hard about this is basically the spawns are pretty wonky, and you have to account for those hotspots. But yeah, so let's get on to the structures of this. It's going to be 9,120 metal, so 152 structures from metal, 97 traps, and 249 total structures. I'm making these builds, these Flex Amp builds, expensive and consistent, and they're going to work for everybody. I'm not trying to make these cheap because, frankly, I just want to build that works for everyone. And this is what I've come up with. So I do hope you guys enjoy this, so let's go over the traps. So we're going to have 2 sound walls with all durability, 1 reload speed. We're going to have 2 sound walls with all durability, 2 reload speed. 2 sound walls with all durability, purple reload, 1 legendary reload. 3 sound walls with rare reload, all durability, 1 legendary reload. 19 wall darts with crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, durability. 10 wall darts with crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, heal spells attached. 4 wall darts with double crit rating, double crit damage, crit rating, damage, durability. Broadsides with 5 broadsides with crit rating, reload speed, crit damage, durability. 2 broadsides with crit rating, double crit damage, durability. 4 Wal Dynamos with crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, durability. 5 Wal Dynamos with crit rating, crit damage, durability. 6 drop traps with all durability. 7 gas traps with crit rating, crit damage, effect duration. 7 Celing electric fields with all durability. 4 Celing electric fields with crit rating, double crit damage, durability. 4 Celing Zappers with crit rating, double crit damage, durability. 4 wooden floor spikes with double crit rating, double crit damage, heal spells attached. 5 tar pits with all durability. And 2 retractable floor spikes with crit rating, double crit damage, durability. There'll be a spreadsheet in the description if you guys need help with those. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this build, and there will be more to come. Alright, it is finally time, guys. So today, we're going to be doing it. There's no more putting it off. We will be doing Flex Amp. So this is my base, and I did all the testing and stuff in Baked Potatoes base, so I would definitely say thank you to him for letting me use his base, because I probably spent about 40 hours in total running, and him running, and me building in his base and tinkering around and stuff. So huge shout out to him for allowing me to use his base. But we're going to build it in my base because it shouldn't really matter all too much that it's in my base for the video's sake. For testing sake, we use his base though. So we're going to be doing Flex Amp, but this one's only going to be involving the junction with Imp Amp. So if you don't have Sinkhole and you don't have Northwest, this one applies to you, this Flex Amplifier. And we'll have 2 mini-series, one with Imp Amp connection and one without, because it really does matter because the hotspots are in different places. So we're going to go over to Imp Amp and we'll check out Flex. So what I suggest you guys do, if you haven't already, if you have Flex and Imp, go ahead and build my Imp South and the Smasher Bridge with it. And that's going to be our starting point for this. So this is Flex Amplifier right here. It's down in this pit, and it's probably the ugliest amplifier that you could ever imagine. But honestly, it really wasn't that hard. I know that's going to be shocking to a lot of you guys that have it, but genuinely, it was like a first or second try build. So we have Imp South right here, and the main reason this is so hard is because there's spawns all the way up here, around here, there's spawns back here, and I want to say there's spawns right here as well. So there's a lot of different spawns, and there's also spawns around here as well. So they're back here, and as well as there's a drop-off towards our amplifier, so it's a little bit hard to block that off. So that's the main issue, right? And we have that solved. So I don't know the metal used for this yet, but I know it's going to use 97 traps. I'm going to count the metal after this, because I didn't want to tear it down in big space, because honestly, it took me 5 hours to build it initially. Like all of it, and then we've been modifying it from there to make it work better. But yeah, so I don't have an amp design for you guys around the amp just yet, because we're testing different things to see what's the most consistent. So we're testing different amp designs, and so I'm not going to be going over that today. That'll be in one of the later videos, either on east or north, but we're going to be doing south today. So the starting point of this video is off of our Imp South, right? And we want to come right over here. So this is a hotspot right here. On wave 9, there's a potential for Flex South to have a hotspot, and it'll wipe out all of these builds right here, right? And it'll wipe out this tile right here. So what happens with that is the husks are able to now come right over here and towards the amplifier. So let's take care of that first. So it's going to wipe out this tile, here, 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 and here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a wall here, a cone facing the southeast. We're going to have a cone right here facing the southwest, a cone facing the southeast, wrap it in walls, and then we should be good to go. Now we're going to add 3 traps on here. We're going to open up this wall, and we're going to add a healing reload speed wall dart right here, here, and here. So what's that gonna do? Well, when this all opens up, all 3 of these will be open and exposed and be able to shoot husks. Nothing really comes over here, but if they do, it's gonna get hit by the wall darts, and these are healing, so, I mean, that's perfectly fine. So that's gonna be how we're gonna deal with the junction and the hotspot that hits right here. Alright? So yeah, I mean, we don't really have to wait for this to upgrade, but still. So we're gonna come right over here. We're going to work on this junction. So we're going to place a wall right here. I just kind of like it because I don't want husks to walk right here and then into our block off, because we're going to have block off lining the entirety of this. So I just have it right here. There is a hotspot that can hit right around here and wipe out this front of the part of the tunnel. So we have things in mind to remedy that, but just keep that in mind. So we're going to come right here to the edge of this natural ramp. We're going to place a wall. We're not going to place anything on this floor piece. We're going to go over to the west one and place a floor, a wall, a ceiling. We're going to keep going forward, place a floor, wall, wall. We're going to have 3 walls lining this to the right. And we're going to have a windowed wall right here, a windowed wall right here. And then we're just going to have a regular wall here, and then a regular wall attached to that. We're going to have ceilings lining all of this. Oop. And that should be the inside of our tunnel. We're going to come right over here. We're going to have a wall here, here, not there, here, and then we'll have a cone facing the southeast for this. Let me check to see exactly what direction I have the cones facing for this, but I'm 99% sure it's towards the southeast. It is. Okay. So right here, we're going to have a cone to the southeast. We're going to go a tile back, have a cone to the southeast wrapped in walls. Then we're going to go another cone to the back and face it towards the southeast, wrapped it in walls. All right. And then we'll have more block up behind this in a little bit. But we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to focus on the actual tunnel. So we're going to come right down here into this tunnel. And it's really not that hard of a tunnel, to be honest. We're just literally using a straight pathway. But we're going to have a wall here. This wall doesn't need to be there. A wall, a floor, ceiling, wall, wall, wall on the left side, floor, windowed wall. Behind this, we're going to place a floor, a cone facing the southwest, a wall. And I like to do that solely because I don't want things trying to go down this natural ramp. Because normally you would think it's a good idea to bring them down this natural ramp, but there's two hotspots, one right here that blows up all of this area, and one that's right here. So you can't really build down here. So we're just going to try to get them to path right down this little ledgeway. So we're going to put a ceiling above this. We're going to put another ceiling out. We're going to drop down one. We're going to place a wall, a tar pit, or just a wall. Then we'll have a wall right here. And that's, I mean, if you've just seen any of my tunnels before, you'll know exactly how this is going to work with the traps wise. But yeah, that's the basic layout of this left tunnel. So these spawns that are over here are all going to go into this tunnel right there. All right. And I don't know if I did all of the block off down here. Let me make sure I did. Okay, so I do have one more wall right here that I like to place. And that's just to prevent them even more from going down that way. Yeah, okay. So I got that right. Cool, cool. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to come up here and we're going to see that this tile, all get broken into a hotspot, and flingers would be able to throw from right here. So we need to make a flinger shield that doesn't screw up our little block off over here. So that's our next objective, is we're going to come right over here. We're going to place two walls, 1, 2. We're going to go up 1, 2 tiles, like that. And then we're going to have our cone. So 2 cones right here, and these are going to be facing the south. And it's going to serve as a little flinger shield. Now, this is really ugly, and I get that, but it's to prevent them from walking onto the lobber shield from right here and making the easier path to the amplifier. So that's why we have it like that. All right? So normally you wouldn't need that, but if that hotspot blows it out right there, you will need that. All right, so we're gonna come right behind here where we made that flinger shield, and we're gonna add a little bit more block off. So we're gonna have a cone facing the southeast, a wall around it except for on the east side. We're gonna take this wall down a little while. So boom, 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 boom. We'll wrap it like that and wrap it all the way to here. Okay. And it should go to about right here. And there will be a wall here as well. We're going to then fill this in with cones facing the south, except for this last one, which will be facing the southwest. So south, 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 and south. Okay? So it should look a little something like this, and this will prevent them from going over this cliffside. And we don't want them going over that cliffside because they have a straight drop to the amplifier. So they'll either go in this tunnel right there, or they'll go into a tunnel that's going to go right down that way. And the only real spawn that would have a direct route through this area is the spawn up here, and they tend to want to go through here as well. Alright, so we're also going to we have to prepare for the spawn up here. Because believe it or not, they can throw from here off a spawn. The flingers can, from here and from here. So we have to account for that. So we're going to have a massive lobber shield, basically. So we're going to have ceilings over 1, 2, 3 of these, like this. We're going to have 1, 2 walls right here. We're going to have a floor piece right here. And this is going to be some drop traps that we're going to have out this way. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 like this. And these drop traps are just going to cover this little pre-tunnel right here. Alright. So we also want to come right behind here before I forget. And we want this little cone that we're going to place here. And we want to face it towards the southeast. That'll just be a little bit of lobber shield and prevent them from going there. And as well as I want to cover up that little space between it so they don't think they can throw it through there. Alright, so let's go back over here. We're going to place 1, 2 ceiling tiles above, and those are going to have ceiling electric fields on it. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and probably 4 to be honest. Just to make sure I get the height right. Yeah, so we're going to go up 4 right here. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, Then we'll go up 2 right here. We're gonna jump over to their spawn over here, up top here, and we're gonna cover this with ceilings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ceilings right here. And those will have spawn trap on it. Alright. So we're also going to have to worry about this spawn right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2 walls right here. We'll have a cone. So a cone right here, and this is going to be facing the south. And then we'll have a floor right here, and this will cover that throw spot. We'll break that real quick. So if they're right here, they'll get hit by a wall dart that's right on this wall and a ceiling electric field here, and they won't be able to throw. Now that we're here, because this is a pathway for them to walk down this way, I like it to add a little bit more damage by simply dropping this down 1. So make an archway like this. 1, 2. So break these little walls real quick. And we're going to jump up here, put a floor. And this should be, they shouldn't be able to throw from here, but we're going to have retractable floor spikes on this. It'll also allow a couple things like wall darts coming from right there that we can hit them with. It'll allow us to have ceiling drop traps here, so when these husks cross over, they'll get hit by them. So now let's start on this tunnel. The other half of the spawns are going to end up walking this way, dropping down here, and walking in this tunnel right here. It's just going to be basically a straight line as well. There's nothing too fancy on this amplifier. But we're going to first place a wall right here. So directly in line with the amplifier, so right here actually. We're going to have a windowed wall right here. A wall. Floor, floor, wall. Windowed wall. Windowed wall. Regular wall, regular wall. Cone facing the southeast. Alright. Wall, ceiling above, windowed wall. And then behind that, we're going to place a floor tile and a wall tile. And as you guys can see, we'll have a wall dart shooting through that window. We'll have a dynamo. We'll have a sound wall, a broadside, and then we'll have wall dart shooting through there. So they're getting hit by a lot of different damages. And we'll have a wall right here as well. So when the husks walk right over this wall, they'll get hit by a wall dart right here. So we're just trying to maximize the amount of damage we can place in them. And I'm just making sure if I have this connected or not right here. And I think I do. Which is kind of strange that I'm looking. I think I don't actually, that's weird. Whatever. Yeah, I definitely don't. That's so strange. I was thinking I had a ceiling tower right here, but I don't. I have those little drop traps. Alright. So let's keep on going through this tunnel, and it's going to follow a similar route to what we've been doing. So we're going to have a wall here, windowed wall, ceiling above, and then we'll have a wall here, so we can have a wall dart shoot through that window. We'll have a little edited pathing wall right here, so that they have to walk around it. A floor, a regular wall, a pathing wall, a little edited low wall like this, wall, walls behind those so wall darts can be on them, a wall right here for a wall dart, and a wall right here for a wall dart. And then we're going to cover this in ceilings right here. And that should be it, right? On this little like main tunnel. We don't want to build any farther because of the hotspot. The only really other spot that we need to do is a block off over here. For some reason my computer's not loading. Really dumb. There it is. The other thing that we have right here is we're going to have block off right here so that the flingers don't want to walk this way and then come throw out our amp right here. So we're going to have a wall here. Break this wall right. We're going to have a cone. Cone facing the northeast. A wall. And this is going to be a windowed wall for eventually for east side. A wall. A cone facing the southeast, and a wall. And this should be sufficient enough block off where nothing wants to come this way. Alright. So now we're gonna do everybody's favorite part and trap it out. There's 97 traps in this, so this is gonna be quite lengthy on the trap out phase. But it should be pretty solid. I think we already placed those wall darts over at the imp junction, so we don't really have to do that anymore. Yeah, let's go check that actually real quick. Oh, we didn't. No, we did. Let's see. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. So first things first, we're gonna start right here. This is gonna be an all durability, 1 reload speed sound wall. And that's just because it's gonna get hit so often, I want it to survive long enough. Alright, we're gonna have heals builds attached reload speed wall darts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. We're gonna use a lot of these just because they're gonna A, add heals builds attached to these walls, and B, for any off chance that something wants to go this way, they'll do a lot of damage and they'll heal up the wall. We're also going to add Celing Zappers, crit rating, double crit damage, damage durability here, because I really don't want things going through this way. We're going to add all durability Celing electric fields, so let's go find those. We're going to place 1, 2 there. We're also going to go all the way up top here. We're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. We'll find our reload speed wall darts. We'll place 1 here. So it's shooting into the spawn. 1 here. And we'll place 1 right here. Alright. And as you guys can see, those are just shooting into the spawn area so that it'll kill those husks. Alright, we're going to drop down right here, and we're going to have our crit rating, double crit damage, damage retractable floor spikes, and we'll have 1, 2 of these. And these are going to be just facing backwards, so if they get hit, they're going to get stunned this way. Alright. We'll work on the left side in a second. Yeah, we'll work on the left side next. So on this sound wall, we're going to have a blue reload one with legendary reload and all durability. We're going to place it here. We're going to have our Celing Gas Trap. And these are going to be the crit rating, double crit damage, effect duration. I think that's the only Celing Gas Trap we use in this Imp South build. Or not Imp South, Flex South. So we're going to have 1, 2, right here. We'll have our wooden floor spikes. I'd suggest using these if you have them, but I know not everybody wants to specifically roll out a trap for this. Highly recommend these, but I use these as well. So the double crit rating, double crit damage, heals builds attached. Just make sure you have the heals builds attached on it. Alright, we're going to place a sound wall here. This is going to be our All Dura 2 reload. And this is just going to make sure that the husks are sound walled. So where are those All Dura 2 reloads? Did I pass them up already? Okay, so boom, right there. And then we'll have our purple reload ones. Boom. We're going to come back here, and these are going to be just the regular reload speed wall darts. So 1, 2. We'll have 1 right here, and I have this solely in case a husk wants to come right here and walk down this way for some odd reason. I have that wall dart. I have a wall dart here, and then our heals builds attached one right over here. And this is for when that hotspot opens up. Alright, on these right 2 walls, we're going to find our reload speed broadsides. So 1 right here and 1 right here. And we're going to place those 2. This is just to add a little bit more damage. We'll have a crit build Celing electric field. So crit rating, double crit damage, durability. Place 1 right here, and then we'll just place a drop trap. Honestly, you can have these like high crit damage ones, or you can just have the durability ones. I'm just going to place the durability ones here. We're then going to take a reload speed wall dart, and we'll place it right here. So it's shooting across when they touch this tile space. We'll have a reload speed wall dart here. A hard hitting broadside on the left, and a reload speed one on the right. We'll do the same thing going down. Actually, no. For some reason, I put dynamos. Weird. Okay, so we'll have hard-hitting dynamos, so crit rating, double crit damage, durability. 1, 2 on the left. And then we'll also have our reload speed ones. So these ones, the crit rating, crit damage, reload speed, durability. And these 2 are on the right. As well as we're going to have tar pits to catch any smashers that get down here, because this is such a short tile space. So all durability tar pit, 1, 2 of them. We will have a reload speed wall dart. So let's go grab that. We'll have gas traps lining this. So the hard-hitting gas trap, 1, 2. And then we'll have a hard-hitting ceiling electric field right here. Well, behind this window, we're going to come right to here. And there's also going to be a just a regular crit rating, double crit damage wall dart right into here. And that's just so it hits harder than the reload speed one. We're going to drop down. This is also going to have a tar pit. We're going to have a dynamo on the left side, so a hard-hitting dynamo, so the crit rating, double crit damage one. And then we'll have a hard-hitting wall dart right here, shooting off into the distance, because if anything makes it right here, we want it to die. Alright, so that should be our left tunnel. And that's a lot of traps, I agree. It's going to be well worth it, though. This isn't me trying to make a cheat build, this is me making a build so y'all shut up about Flex Amp. This, you guys can whittle this down if you want to, but this is going to be a solid build that's going to work for y'all. So I'm just checking my screenshots right now so that I'm making sure I'm placing these traps correctly. Okay, cool. So we're going to grab an all durability ceiling drop traps. So these are just going to be all durability. We're going to face them back towards the south, or towards the south. Boom. Boom, so 5 of those. We'll have an all durability, 1 reload speed sound wall. So let's see if we can find that. I always have trouble with the sound walls because I have like 8 schematics of them. We're gonna have a blue reload speed sound wall. So blue reload. I thought it was before it. That's so weird. So blue reload, blue reload. We're gonna take our reload speed wall darts. We're gonna place 1 here, here. A wall dart here, a wall dart here, and a wall dart up here. And this is going to be our main killing thing. These are going to stall them, and these wall darts are going to kill. At the initial part of the tunnel, at least. So I'm just scrolling over to see all the traps. Okay, so we're going to take our wooden floor spikes. We'll place 2 here. And like I said, you can use the power level 69 ones for more durability and heals builds attached. We're going to have a reload speed broadside on the right side. We'll have a reload speed Wal Dynamo. So where you reload speed Wal Dynamo? Right here. We will have a sound wall with all durability 2 reload. To the left. We'll have a wall dart with reload speed right here. We'll also have one right back here, just so I don't forget about it. We'll have it right here, and we'll continue back in the tunnel. We'll have, to the right, we'll have a fast reload speed broadside. On the left, we'll have a hard-hitting one. We'll have another, I want to say we have another sound wall, but I don't know why. Let me check this. So we have, okay, so this is a purple sound wall. I thought I had already placed the purple, but I didn't. So purple sound wall right here. And we'll have another gas trap. So gas trap right here. And gas trap right here. We're then going to place a tar pit right here. So 1, 2 tar pits. We'll have our hard-hitting Wal Dynamos on the right side. So let's go find our hard-hitting Wal Dynamo. 1, 2. We'll have a reload speed one right here at the end of this. We'll have a reload speed wall dart right here. So let's find reload speed. We'll have one here and here. And then we'll have crit build ones right here, here, and here. So 3 of those. We'll have a gas trap here, and then we'll have a Celing Zapper as a last shit, oh shit type of measure, and we'll place it there. And that should take out any last threat. But that should be all the traps in this, I want to say. Yeah, and we're going to hold off on the amp design because I'm testing different ways to control the mini-boss. I have a way that I'm testing right now, and it's pretty promising, but I'll wait till later on to the videos to do that. But that should be the build. It's similar to my last one, but not really. But this is really, really consistent. It works really super well. And it accounts for all the hotspots, and it's really, I would say it's overbuilt, but it's a lot cheaper than I thought I would make it. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. The gameplay will be after, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope it helps. Peace.